Well, hello there. For those of you who didn't see, I took the Continental on a maiden voyage the other day, and it was not good. I filled up with gas, and then I pulled out into the intersection. The car stalled, wouldn't restart. It was cranking, but wasn't restarting. And thankfully, there was a service center there, and he had some starting fluid and a wrench, and I just tapped a little bit gently on the carb inlet, the fuel inlet on the carburetor, thinking the needle was probably stuck. Got it restarted, started driving back, and then a weird symptom happened that I haven't really experienced before. All four brakes started applying and locking, and I'm not quite sure what was going on there. So the car was, then the car also started running really poorly. So that was not successful at all. Thankfully, I did not go very far from home and I made it back, but it was not fun. So I've rebuilt the carb and fiddled with a few things, so let's take a look, and you can see from the cold start video that it fired right up. I gave it a little try. So I think that piece is good. Now we got to figure out the brake situation and what is causing that issue. I suspect maybe master cylinder or the booster, because again it occurred for all four wheels. And so it wouldn't be just a collapsed hose, I don't think. But you never know. The joys of bringing these old cars back to life. Maybe this was even the reason why this car was parked many years ago. It only has 13,000 miles. If so, it's definitely a fixable issue. Just got to figure it out. And the hard part is it's intermittent, because right now the brakes are just fine. So I have to keep driving it until it replicates the issue and then try to diagnose it. Fun stuff. Well, we'll see if things are back in working order again with a running car at least. But I thought I'd at least show you the IP here of the 72 Continental. Super cool rolling drum speedometer on here. You can see it has 13,436 miles. And they did have a full complement of gauges on this car, which was really rare for the time. Temperature, oil, fuel, and alternator gauge, as well as some idiot lights. Just a really neat theme on the instrument panel here. It carries all the way up and down. And no exposed screws on the door panels. Unlike GM cars of the era, you have to take this trim panel off that's basically held in place with push fasteners to get the rest of the door off and the armrest. But really cool. And a little reading light here too. So let's start it up. And of course, it needs fuel. It's a big block. This fasten seatbelt light stays on all the time, even though I've got both belts buckled. So I'm not sure what that's about. Have to figure that one out later. The muffler is rattly. That's what you hear in the back, but muffler definitely needs to be replaced. Might even be original to the car. I'll have to take a look. The muffler and the resonator need to be replaced. Only single exhaust in this car, but back running again. You can see it's cold. Good oil pressure. So no issues there. So now figuring out the brakes. I gotta adjust the fast idle a little bit. And for those who aren't aware, for these Fords back to 1967, you can get a copy of what's called the Marty Report from Marty Auto Works. Just Google that online. And these reports are really helpful because they can tell you what options the car was originally outfitted with, as well as how many were made of a particular color combination or with certain options. This is one of the reports that I got on this Continental, and I just thought I would show some of the statistics on it, mostly related to the interior-exterior color combo. So you can see that there were 10,408 of these cars with a 464 Venturi engine, which is what they all came with. So that's roughly how many of these 1972 coupes that they made. And then there were 401 that were painted black exterior. And then of the 401, 31 had the black exterior as well as this particular black interior color, which not just the color, but the interior trim, including this black brocade cloth. And that includes cars with and without the vinyl roofs, with and without the appearance protection grooves, body side moldings, bumper guards, etc. So this car is likely one of, at most, I would say, a handful that have black exterior, black interior, no vinyl roof, and then no body side molding, etc., since that was very, very popular back in the day, making this one rare car. So if you have a classic Ford and you're looking for good information, this is not a paid advertisement, just trying to help people who've asked where I get the information from. I paid for this report myself, and I got it from Marty Auto Works, and you can get one for your Ford back to 1967 as well. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching this video on the 72 Continental. Stay tuned as I continue the reconditioning, and don't miss out. Make sure that you subscribe by clicking the circular icon of the 67 Riviera at the top left. Then also check out the 2 video thumbnails of videos YouTube has recommended for you. Thanks again for watching, and take care.